Howdy do y'all, this is John, and today we're talking about The Dig, a new movie on Netflix right now. Basically, The Dig is about this excavator who digs into this one lady's mound in her backyard and ends up discovering an Anglo-Saxon ship which had never been seen before. Yes, this movie sounds boring, but it's actually not. Okay, first and foremost, this movie tells a story I had never heard of before, and it's based on a true story. This scenario actually happened, and I really like watching movies about real scenarios that I had never heard of. So first and foremost, how well did they handle the story? I thought they handled it very well. The main character of this movie, Basil, he's just an amateur archaeologist and an excavator, and yet he actually existed, and he never really got the credit for this discovery. I am not kidding. This whole situation happened, and it changed how we view Anglo-Saxons. Historians at the time literally were not aware of how advanced they were. The discovery of this ship and this mound changed all of that. And yes, I may have looked up the whole scenario. As far as the characters go, most of them are really good. And most of them are based on real people, some of which unfortunately did the corrupt things that they did in this movie. You have Basil, the amateur archaeologist and excavator. You have Peggy Piggott, I believe her name is, played by the underrated Lily James. You have her husband. You have Mrs. Pretty, yes, that was her real name. And then you have this, well, you would think to be very cliche business guy whose name I had forgotten. But when you do the research, he actually did the shady and corrupt things he's shown doing in the movie. This is not an attack on capitalism or anything like that. He actually did this bull crap. And of course, Basil, the amateur underdog, got screwed over by the businessman who took credit for everything he did. In terms of issues, there are things that I think could have been trimmed. Some scenes I thought were a little too long. There's only one real sequence that I thought was very unnecessary. Put in the movie because World War II is about to start, and everyone knew there was war on the horizon at the time. No one was questioning that at all. And one of these characters enlisted and stuff, and they did something to make the stakes higher and all that, but it's war. We all know the stakes are high and stuff. That was the point of the sequence, but we already knew, you know, because most of us grew up when there were wars going on, including me. My entire childhood was Iraq and Afghanistan. And guess what? My father served in both. So we already know the stakes are high. I also added in a romance that I thought was very unnecessary. I don't know if it's historically accurate or not, but I just thought it was unnecessary. Literally added nothing, and that's why I think it's unnecessary. In the end, The Dig, I really enjoyed it. I don't know if you guys will, because it's not something everyone will love, but I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna give The Dig a 7. Thank you guys for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please also subscribe if you're new. And as always, please remember, the Bodetsky will return.